I wanted to talk on this video about one feature of a level that we should be taking into account very seriously most of the times, and that is the higher time frames versus the lower time frames imbalances. Uh, the rule here is that a higher time frame zone that is not yet validated negates all set and forget lower time frame zones contained within it. And for example, if a monthly zone that has not consolidated away, either not consolidated away or created a 2-to-1 imbalance, it has slow 50% candles base, wick departure. Okay, I mean the price is departing from the level weekly with 50% candles and not ERC candles, or has a bad structure at the base. It will negate all set and forget levels contained within it, and you will have to wait for confirmation. Okay. A higher time frame normally wins over a lower time frame. If the bigger does not provide a well-scored level, the lower time frame will inherit that score. Why should a lower time frame area be valid if the higher time frame area is by itself invalid? Makes no sense. Okay. Many times it will work. There are exceptions, but we trade rules, a set of rules, and not a set of exceptions. So I will show you a couple of examples. They are one of them, or two of them are happening live. So let me show them to you. We are now on the euro. And on the euro, if we zoom out a little bit, we have these. Let me change this 1 sec. I have white background now for the video. So the highlight here should be another color, not yellow. So we've got monthly area of demand in control. We've got this area here, okay, that one over there. This is a CP, drop, base, drop, that couldn't remove these non-fresh area of demand. Also, this area, as you can see, has not consolidated away. That is, price dropped. It couldn't close. It couldn't create a candle that closed around here, okay, that did not touch the imbalance before it dropped, okay, before it consolidated, price dropped, and before retesting the original base, it did not consolidate away like over here. Like, look here, we've got drop, base, drop, then price consolidates away with this candle without touching the opposing, this area, the origin of the imbalance, and then price did not retrace all the way back, but the imbalance is confirmed. So in this case, as you can see over here, price dropped and the next candle rallied all the way up to the origin of the imbalance without consolidating away with one full OHCL candle, open, high, low, and close candle. So that negates all the levels inside that zone on the bigger time frame, because a bigger time frame area normally wins over a lower time frame area, and this is not an imbalance. This is a balance. Or let me zoom out a little bit so you can see better. The thing here is this. If price drops all the way down and the next candle it rallies into the area of the origin of the whole move, then there is a balance. Otherwise, price should have stayed here and consolidate away or even remove the opposing area and then rally all the way up. But this imbalance is not good or that good, because if price traces all the way back to the origin of the move, this is telling us that there are the same amount of buyers than sellers, and that means there is a balance in price, not an imbalance in price. And the whole set and forget supply and demand strategy, or supply and demand strategy by itself, not only set and forget set rules, relies on the fact that we have more buyers than sellers in an area to buy, or more sellers than buyers, because the equilibrium between supply and demand imbalances is broken. But here there is equilibrium, there is a balance. So that negates the zone. If the zone is only monthly chart, then it will negate the weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, everything within it. Okay, as per the rules and the realignment rules and the sequences. Okay, so it will depend on your sequence. So the only way to short up there is to have a confirmation type of trace while short and all that, and even like that, you will see here that if you look, for example, at the daily or the weekly, sorry, we have a weekly area of supply here, which is in control, even the top area. This is in control, okay? But since the weekly area in control, the weekly zone, supply zone, is within a non-valid monthly supply zone, the entry is negated. We have to wait for confirmation. Then, if we go to the daily, look at the daily, what we have here, a lot of trading in the area. This is not a good level to short. It's working, but not a good level. Okay. Then we have these balance over here. These 4 candles are like bullish version of the candles, and so we have to wait for confirmation either way. And in order to trade, we have to wait for confirmation. So all set and forget type of levels here, and there were none in this case. If your daily time frame, the daily time frame is the entry time frame, they are negated because not because there is too much trading here on your entry time frame, which also negates the short by itself, okay? But because the imbalance originated on the monthly is not an imbalance, it's a balance, and we want to trade imbalances and not balances, okay? So if the level, as we can see in the rules, okay, the server rules, don't forget, has ways to score levels, features that we have to take into account. Austin Hunters, we have the strength of the patch. If the strength of the patch is not good, okay, if level is not fresh anymore, if there is no risk reward, if there is no profit margin, risk reward ratio, if we didn't consolidate away, open full OHCL candle, if the arrival of the zone is not good, and all that, if the basing is bad, if all that happens, okay, a higher time frame will negate the lower time frame areas. Okay, so you will have to wait for confirmation. So don't forget, it's prohibited. There will be times, and not just a few times, but many times, that it will work. Okay, but the rule is that it's lower probability, and we want higher probability trades. Okay, as you can see here, price retrace, all is trying to retrace. After the big drop, it couldn't even retrace to 50% or 38%, so price could be ready to rally into these areas over here. The monthly CP supply zone that caused the break of this area and this area. That's a good zone. Okay, so let me show you another example on the weekly on this chart. On some Kiwi pairs is also happening. So here on the weekly chart, we've got this area over here. We've got rally base drop and then drop the basis. It drops, basis it drops. But as you can see, there is no consolidation away. There is no 2-to-1 imbalances and all that. But these are weekly zones nevertheless, CPs. Okay, so let's explore the inside of these candles, so you will see what I mean. Okay, here we'll place the vertical line there. I'll press the A button for auto scroll. This is a script created Sakis from Greece I'm using, and there I place the arrow key there on the line on the weekly, so that when I press number 3, which is the daily, I will see what it looks like. But let me do something here. Let me do something here. I want to change the number of levels that can be displayed on the weekly. The trail lines, weekly number of lines, let's say 4, for example, 4 proximal and distal lines, so I can see I should be able to see it now, I believe. Something going wrong. Oops. I don't know. One sec. Let me remove this one. Okay. So here we are. As you can see, on this area, we have that weekly area. Remember, weekly zone that we painted, and it didn't consolidate away. It didn't provide with a 2-to-1 imbalance. So we wait for confirmation. Set and forget is not allowed. So let's take a look at this zone. Okay, it originated over here. Okay, over here price drops on the daily. It offers 2-to-1 and all that, but it's here where we originate the weekly supply zone on this one there. Okay, so here we originate the supply zone on potential area. So price drops, retest the area over here. There is a trade there on the daily, confirming, and then since it didn't really provide you with a needed pullback, you will have to wait for confirmation, and the confirmation comes in the shape of wow long, wow shorts, and all that. So here we've got a level here right at the top, okay, right there, and this is the level that you waited for. You waited for confirmation, okay, and then price drops, base drops, and then you start having precipice, as you can see, precipice and precipice, another precipice, Marubozu with gap down, precipice. So you start getting all those that kind of signals, and when you start getting all those, it's very difficult for price to retrace all the way back up. So this is the type of confirmation we need. Okay, sometimes price will not confirm and will drop, and it will confirm much lower, but that's how it works. I mean, price will not do always what we want or what we need. It will do what it has to do, and you just have to be there waiting for the right setup to occur and take it. That's it. That's how the market works. So this is what I wanted to show you about a higher time frame area of supply negates lower time frame areas, and you have to wait for confirmation. Set and forget trades are negated, even though they can work, but they are negated. Probabilistically, they are lower. They have lower odds. Hope that this clarifies some of your doubts, and if you need anything, just contact me. Thanks a lot.